Greetings everyone, welcome back to Lamech's Effects. Today I think we covered just about the last thing we need to know about the wars between Judah and Israel. Doing that will give context to the symbolism between the Yevonites and the Bhed. But first, like and subscribe and share this with whomever you think would like to find the hidden biblical messages in Final Fantasy X. Now, let us begin. Now, if you've seen my videos before, you know I like to show a little scene to show what we will talk about today. And if you are new, here is a list of the other videos so you can start from the beginning. There may be a bit of context you are missing. So, here's Wakka continuing with the Bhed after we just saved Yuna.
Seconds left! The Aurochs are launching an all-out offensive! A long pass from Letty. It goes through! Oh! Oh! He shoots! Unbelievable! The Aurochs win the match 3-2.
We won!
We did it! We're in the finals!
Not the most graceful win. If it was Chapu, he'd still be standing.
Hey, aren't you being just a little unfair?
Excuse me?
I know I could never take Chapu's place. You're the one who told Wakka that, right, Lulu? And I don't think Wakka would ever try to take Chapu's...
You don't want to finish that sentence.
This episode is not about Lulu. That reminds me, I let her slide in the last episode too. She will not escape. I will reprimand her. But not today. Today, I will show the final nail in the coffin that divided the Jews and Israel from each other for thousands of years. So remember how Jeroboam took 10 tribes of Israel away from Rehoboam? So here's what happened next. 1 Kings chapter 12 verse 25. Then Jeroboam built Shechem in Mount Ephraim and dwelt therein, and went out from thence and built Penuel. So Jeroboam built basically a capital in Ephraim. Why? Because he became the king in Ephraim. In case you're confused on what Ephraim is, here's a scripture. Exodus chapter 1 verse 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came with Jacob. You may wonder, why am I reading this? Well, I'm about to get you the names of the 12 sons of Jacob. This is so you understand what it means to be of the children of Israel. A child of Israel is someone born from one of these sons. And here are the names. Verse 2, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah. 3, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin. Verse 4, Dan and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. Okay, now each of these men had children. Their children became families, and those families grew and became tribes. So Judah's children had children until the family of Judah became the tribe of Judah. And the children of Asher had children and grew until the family of Asher became the tribe of Asher. These tribes are the children of Israel. But what does that have to do with Ephraim? Verse 5. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. For Joseph was in Egypt already. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation. So, if you didn't know, Joseph is the second youngest son of Israel. He was sold into Egypt as a slave by his older brothers. That is why it says he was in Egypt already. However, there was a famine in the land, and his brothers came to Egypt to get food. Fortunately, Joseph had become a ruler over Egypt and made a way for Israel and all his sons to live comfortably in Egypt. Because of this, the man named Israel called his son Joseph and did this. Genesis chapter 48 verse 5. And now thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt before I came unto thee into Egypt, are mine. As Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine. So what's happening here? Joseph brought his sons to Israel, and wait, this is getting confusing because I said I'd call the northern kingdom of Israel, Israel. Okay, Joseph brought his sons to his father, Jacob. Yeah, that's better. And Jacob said, because of what you did for your family, your two sons are mine now. Basically, when we take over the land God promised to us, Reuben will get one plot of land. It shall be the land of Reuben. Simeon gets one plot of land. It will be the land of Simeon. But there won't be a land of Joseph. Why? Because you get two plots of land, one for each of your two sons. And each child that you have from here on out will be named after either Ephraim or Manasseh. In short, Jeroboam is Joseph's great some odd great grandson. He is from the tribe of Ephraim. Why did I spend so much time giving that rundown? It will be important later. Just wait, just not in this episode. So, Jeroboam, king of Ephraim, built Shechem in Ephraim. And what happened? 1 Kings chapter 12, verses 26 and 27. And Jeroboam said in his heart, now shall the kingdom return to the house of David. If this people go up to do service in the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people turn again unto their Lord, even unto Rehoboam, king of Judah. And they shall kill me, and go again to Rehoboam, king of Judah. So even though God said he would give the kingdom to Jeroboam, Jeroboam was afraid his people would return to Judah. And so, verse 28, whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold, and said unto them, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. In short, Jeroboam made 2 golden calves and said, this is Jehovah. You know how some Christians say it doesn't matter what Jesus looks like, what matters is his message? Yeah, this is the same thing Jeroboam just said. Because wasn't the message that God brought them out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage? And yes, this is the same concept as the golden calf that Moses destroyed at Mount Sinai. Same thing. That's important because the scriptures say that Jeroboam took counsel to come up with this idea. That means someone studied and remembered the event with Moses to think of this. That means when trying to destroy a race of people, some evil people will look in the Bible to find out what worked before and then push that in society. So if you want to know why it's important to know exactly what Christ looks like, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 27. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. I should have gotten that one that said idols teach lies. I have time. Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 18. What profiteth the graven image, that the maker thereof hath graven it? The molten image and a teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusted therein to make dumb idols. So it is a lie to say some calf brought Israel out of slavery. So what did God say to Judah after Ephraim created these idols?
Don't go near Al Bhed anymore, okay? They're trouble.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 17. Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him alone. But I'll elaborate on that later after I correct Lulu next time on Lamech's Effects.